first time in the restaurant. We had more work than we had anticipated, so we'll just proceed. Yes.
Karibu Nyamira High Court. We have High Court criminal case number E009 of 2023. Ezekiel Mogeni Mijiro.
Yes, Your Honor.
Peris Odara. Dennis Clement Odara. Peter Njoroge Kirika.
My name is Yafianis as before, but it's your this person. This persons. Mr. Ochoki, what is brief for the family of the deceased, and Mr. Chichi is from the state. We are ready.
We just remind witness number 13 that is still under court. Then you can proceed.
We started, we were at the issue of your application for orders. Now, confirm that for Airtel, you prompted the same through your letter, which is captured in Exhibit 16. That is this letter.
And in
Miscellaneous number is 16. Now, of this letter, confirm it was not done by you. Okay. And the numbers of interest. The numbers of interest were three. Three numbers of interest. Maybe I get you the letter. Can I move closer to today?
Just read the numbers. My hearing is still quiet.
No, for us to progress, so
No,
that
just
we
read the numbers.
just have a look at the same. Sorry. Have a look at the same. Yeah, three numbers.
Yes.
And that is not encapsulated in your application. They said application which you are looking for yesterday, which you did not find, is linear 60. It's not encapsulated in that. Those numbers, they are not captured.
Yeah.
Or they are. Okay. Now, confirm to court that this miscellaneous application that we were talking about, number 60, is not part of your record as you stand in the dock today. Is not part of your exhibits that you tendered when you took you through. It is not part of the exhibits that you presented to court yesterday.
That's because I did not have the physical copy.
Confirm that that is not part of the record that you presented in chief yesterday.
I mentioned about it.
Confirm that it is not part of the exhibits that you captured yesterday.
It's not part of the
It's not part of the exhibits.
but
Thank
it
you,
will
sir.
be marked today.
Thank you, sir. Now, having dealt with that and done away with the miscellaneous 60, confirm therefore that the prompting, the interrogation of whichever phone number held by Airtel was an infringement of privacy and of anything to deal with that particular number.
No. But for the term of the Constitution, has enshrined the rights, there is no public document, any document or information that is held either by a government body, private body, as long as it's being requested, nobody has an obligation of hearing it.
Now you proceeded to attach Article 35. Are you aware of it?
I have an exhibition.
Mogire, it's too early. I was actually opposite to take 20 minutes with you, but the way we are, the trajectory we are taking,
But you say you only 1 hour. And there is still a time.
that's not related. It's not related. Now, let me go to miscellaneous, Keroka miscellaneous number 20, number 19. Number 19. Keroka miscellaneous number 19. I have it here. What is on motion? Here. So that is the number. This the other page. Exhibit number 7. Confirm the orders that were obtained by that exhibit were all for Safaricom lines.
Yes, maybe.
And I want you to observe, starting from line number 1, 2, 3, all the way through to the last, and say or tell the court, inform the court which line belonged to who.
Line number, subscriber number 0707 711015 belong to ID number 9549 in the names of John Monayo.
John Monayo. In the sequence of the order.
That is what I'm subscriber number 0725 360355 belong to the late Grace Mongina Moleni. Zero 0729 501 395 belong to Paris Ondara. 0705 251 230 belong to Ezekiel Mogeni Zigiro. 0705 06 7750 belong to the deceased Edwin Morema Nyagechi. 0790 6034 belong to Joel Katuti. 0745 95 8516 belong to Robinson Kwa. 0708 76 77 53 0708 767753 belong to Sylvia Nyamari.
Done. Now, go to your MFI 17. MFI 17. And please read out the name of the subscriber of that number.
90. Melody 0735 H1 3501.
Okay. Now, I want us to go to another area. Just hold that. I'll pause there. Pause there. Now, I also want you to have a look at the order as is in exhibit number 6. The order in exhibit number 6. And there are subscriber numbers there. Read the same out to court. Before you get there, this 501 was belonging to who? 0735 MFI 17. 0735
Jackie Amoche.
Jackie Amoche. Okay, let's go to that exhibit number. That's the exhibit number? 6. Go to the order. Read out the subscriber numbers and their respective proprietors.
0711 48 36 36. That one is for Douglas Mungati. H1 65 45.
Yes?
That one's for Nelson Mangasa Malala.
Sorry?
Nelson Mangasa Malala. 0743 31 95 31
Repeat again.
0743 31 95 31 is for Rhode Island, Victoria.
Mhm.
0726 06 5154 for Charles Kibwe. 0791 43 5942. That one is also for Nelson Malala.
That all? I want us lastly to go to exhibit number 20, 21, should be 20, 22, that's 21. Not that you're reading. 21. Now exhibit number 22. Exhibit number 22.
We are not in the ministry.
MFI 20. Huh? I captured the MFI 20.
We are not in.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Miscellaneous application number 22. Sorry. Miscellaneous application number 22. I said exhibit, sorry. My apologies. Miscellaneous application number 22. Have it. And, tell us the numbers that are there.
What is the exhibit number 40? Zero 0711 488 636.
And it is for Douglas.
Douglas.
Okay. And those are the only numbers of concern that came into your radar of investigations. Thank you. Now,
At that moment,
at that point, please, so thanks for qualifying. Now, this incident that you're investigating about happened on
the night of 20.
the night of 20th and the morning of 21st. March 2023. Now, did John Monayo make any phone call? Is there any evidence done between John Monayo and any of the accused persons?
No.
What about Grace Mongina? Is it? What about and by that I mean them calling each other. What about the one for Perry Sondara? To any of those on that night? After 13. What about the number for Ezekiel Mogire on that night? To any of those numbers? What about the one of the
Maybe you go slowly and take it notes.
Sorry, my lady. Maybe let me restart again. And the Paris Sondara, number 16. Ezekiel Migiro. Sorry?
His phone was off.
His phone was off. Now I'm talking of, I didn't ask for whether it was off or on, I'm asking whether there was communication that night.
In terms of what?
Text messages, calling.
You have to specify and say telephone communication. Because communication, even gesture, is a form of communication.
How do you guess in a phone?
You have not specified and said telephonic communication.
I'm on the telephone numbers, my
When you
brother.
say communication, I am. There are many forms of communication.
I've done 10 minutes with you, and I believe you're fresh. So all I need to ask is whether there was any communication,
No,
telephone
Council must go
communication.
with it. We must go
Telephone
with the
communication. Sorry, I'm the one in
specific.
charge. I'm not the one in charge asking the question. Telephone communication between any number, these numbers that you have presented,
No.
according to Ezekiel. And that will be the trend of my question on the numbers communication.
Right.
What about to Edward Nyangechi? What about to Joel Atuti? What about to or by Robinson Moko?
Robinson Mokwa and Sylvia.
Robinson
And Sylvia.
and Sylvia. Robinson and Sylvia. What was that? Sylvia. Sylvia. Is the next one actually. Robinson and Sylvia.
Yes.
There was. Okay. So I jumped Sylvia. Jackie and Motiano.
And the other?
Yes.
Numbers.
We are on the communication.
No.
Whether there was any communication among these lines between one of them. So I was at Jackie and Motiano. And Douglas Mule, calling out of receiving calls from these ones.
Between Jackie and Hotel and Douglas.
Between Jackie and Otieno and Douglas that night.
Yes.
Okay. Now jump back Jackie. Then I go to Nelson Nyongesa Malala, calling either or of the numbers. Sorry? No. What about Rhoda
No.
Namtoy?
No.
What about Charles Kibwe?
Yes.
Between Charles Kibwe and who?
Between Jackie and Jackie
Between Charles Kibwe
and Jackie.
and Jack. And Nelson Malala?
No, just a bit. Between Kibwe and Jackie, there is no communication.
There's no communication. Now, Nelson Malala to any of the numbers that we presented. And because Douglas Mungai is there exactly material. Now, confirm that Sylvia Nyamari is your prosecuting witness number one.
Yes.
And Robinson Moko
Robinson Mokwa is not household.
is not a witness.
Robinson Mokwa is the person who brought Sylvia to Ezekiel Morema on the Sunday. And he used to stay, he actually resided in the US, but he came to Kenya earlier. Now he's the one who helped Morema acquire the house.
But he's not a witness.
No, he's not.
Now, we narrow down to the number by Jack and Otieno, MFI 17, with Douglas Mungai. Jack and Otieno with Douglas Mungai. We there? Once you get it, you say you are copy. see your question. That is MF5 or exclusion number. You're looking at exclusion number.
It's not one.
It's not one. Okay. Now, it's not marked. It's not marked. It's not marked. Of March 2023. What time was the communication made? Just say it loud again.
22, 28, 29. That is
10:29 was done by. Was it by way of a text or a call?
text.
Text. Was that text encrypted?
No.
Did you bother to find out from the service provider now that it was fresh? It was not, time had not lapsed from your investigation. You did get into your antennas that you get what this kind of communication by way of text was?
By the time we found this information,
Did
it
you?
was on 5th of May 2023. And normally for any message, the server for Safaricom is in Germany. For any message from the service provider to be downloaded or printed from the service providers in Germany, one, the National Security Advisory Committee must sit and approve the same.
No answer the question.
The same was forwarded to the director, who forwarded the same request to answer. And
Just slow down. You said the server is in Germany, and to get information you have to do what?
you have to get an approval from the National Security Advisory Committee. The same was forwarded by the then director. And up to which you have never found the reply from the answer.
So you do not know the kind of communication that there might have been between
No.
them.
It was forwarded by the father accused.
By the way, I'm sorry about this. The deceased confirmed that they were American nationals. One of them was an American national.
The other one was a Philip.
Now, of all these numbers that I have taken you through, confirm that the only number that you are able to get is for Terisogada, Ezekiel, the hero, that is for the accused persons, and no any other.
We have the number for the third accused.
Third accused.
And that is the number that
Third accused is which number? Which number is registered in
was using a Busero number. He has agendas of using other people's.
Which number are we talking about?
The number
belong to the
MFI.
third accused.
The number in MFI.
MFI 17. Now, MFI 17 was the line was using which phone gadget?
Maybe it was using I mean number. Six three 90 35 01 42 73 11 5
Right?
5. It's a broad sim. 35 64 38 09 80 96 5701.
Sure. And that is which phone? Mech. This is indicated. Do we have an inventory that took in this phone from the third accused?
Dismantle the phone.
Do we have an inventory?
No.
We do not have the inventory. Of all these that you have presented, we have even a single one in court as an exhibit.
Makwali for them and for this. Because during the recovery process wasn't.
Now, you indicated in your testimony yesterday that
Yes, I'm sorry, madam.
and
The
that's that.
particular phone that I've given I mean, was recovered from the accused person's house on June 10, 2023. That I've read the email 35 64 38 09 809 65 701. The inventory is here. That indicates actually the phone was recovered from the house where the first and second accused reside at Ruai on the 20th of May 2023. And actually, there's a signature by the third accused, and also he superimposed his thumbprint.
Say again the date when it was recovered?
On 20th of May.
20th May. Which year? When was he arrested? Third accused.
The third accused was arrested for the detention of Mama. The 19th May.
19th May.
So actually the phone was recovered the following day, because he was arrested at Hispania, brought to Keroka, to Nairobi, search conducted, the search account.
Now, of that inventory that you have talked about, identify the civilian witnesses who witnessed such arrest.
One, Paris, Ondana, Clement, who refused to sign. But it's indicated that witnessed by one, Paris, Ondana, Clement. And my lady, that is the second accused.
And the rest of the people there are police officers.
Yes.
And confirm that that inventory has a thumb impression
Yes.
as a signature.
It has both. It has a signature and a thumb.
Now, what other processes were undertaken? If at all there was any search done on the 20th of March 2023, 20th of May, sorry, 20th of May 2023. So the information I have is that that is a made-up document, which was the thumbprint is when this third accused was in prison. That is when that makeup of the document came to be.
Spare the question for the owners of the document.
Who's the author?
You see, Jerry, among the police officers who were there, we have received Francis Jerry, Oprofred Odemba, PC Kennedy Onyeina, Oprofesto Miriti, those are the police officers who were there. But I think Fred Odemba is by the police here was the senior most officer.
So he's going to speak about that. I don't understand that. Now, first accused, confirm to court that we do not have that phone data on where he was and all that kind of thing, connecting him to being present near the scene of crime. First accused.
Was near the scene of crime.
Get us the data.
Only that I don't have the data, my colleague Odemba will.
It's your word of mouth. Okay. And this data is by what board? Is it the service provider, Airtel, Safaricom? Is by there on a Safaricom line? Is it Safaricom that has provided you with that?
Yes.
And did you ask for this data when you are making your miscellaneous applications?
No. But we wrote a letter.
No, you've not. And therefore, it is your word against no any other issue that was at the scene.
The letters showing that we have from the Safaricom after making requests.
You know, the way I structure my questions are that you give us evidence showing by way of a court order, by way of that is how it can be.
So what was the question, Council?
The miscellaneous applications numbers.
Council, just hold on. You asked if there was
first accused.
The first accused being at the scene, and officer, you have data that he was present at the scene.
Yes, ma'am.
And that data was obtained by way of which miscellaneous application? Anita, you can give them the miscellaneous application.
No miscellaneous.
There's no miscellaneous application.
I wrote a letter to Safari.
Okay. And they gave you a report.
Yes.
And that report is by XB to MFI what?
My colleagues come to my
Oh,
house.
okay.
You have not invited.
Now, number 2 is Paris. Number 2 is Paris. Confirmed she was at the scene of crime that time.
So that one.
She was at July. And confirmed too that she did not call any of the very many numbers that I took you through. That time, that 10, 11, midnight, 1. When you're not certain, it means they are there, but you're not too sure.
I'm not certain.
You know, here we deal with documents. That's why I want you to be specific and you're being mistaken.
I said we were active.
So for you, as a witness in this, you do not know the involvement of Paris that night about. So you said no.
I know.
You know.
Yes.
And involvement was by way of communication, by way of.
When I was talking with exhibit number 17, when the third accused traveled from Nairobi, she was at the same location, same place with the second accused. In fact, the same house. And immediately after accomplishing the crime, he went back again to the same place where the second accused was. Meaning, just the third accused is a messenger who was sent, go and accomplish a mission, and bring back the report.
That second and third accused are staying almost in the same locality,
Not only, they say in the same house.
same house.
Yes.
Okay. And on the material night of when this happened, you do not have any evidence of them being together. Second and third.
The material?
The material night 20th. On 20th, yeah. 20th, working 21st morning, March.
The third accused was Nyamakoroto.
So,
And the second accused
was in right.
was his wife. And immediately after accomplishing the mission, the third accused arrived in Nairobi at Hawaii at 12:54 and by 6 hours. That is sufficient time for a person to move from Garoka to Nairobi.
You said he arrived at Hawaii what time?
12:54. Yes.
12:54 p.m. And by reason of them being siblings, that is why you are saying that second accused